Hey guys, and welcome to this video tutorial. Today we are going to review some of the basics we've already gone over in Dreamweaver. Okay, starting with the site setup process and organizing our folders to get everything ready to go so we don't run into issues later. Okay, so before we get into anything with Dreamweaver, let's go back to our desktop and create a new folder. Okay, and let's name this DW REV for Dreamweaver Review 1. Okay, so we've got the full folder DW Rev 1 for Dreamweaver Review 1. And every time you create a new website, you're gonna want to make sure your root folder, which is this, okay, which we just created, is organized. Okay, and we want to organize that into a couple different folders. So new folder again. I'm gonna name this first one underscore images. Okay, and the reason why I name it underscore is that'll take precedence when I arrange things by alphabetical order, and I've got a bunch of different files down here. My folders will always stay at the top if I've got an underscore in front of them. Okay, so I want to create an images folder, an underscore pages folder for my HTML files, and then finally my files folder. Okay, files would be like any documents that you connect to your site for people to download or things of that nature. Okay, so as you can see, we've got these three folders inside our Dreamweaver Review 1 folder. Okay, and that should be on your desktop right now. Okay, so back to Dreamweaver. A quick review on some of the workspace here. First one is our panels, our insert files panel. When we set up a site, we'll see our Dreamweaver Review 1 folder here with all of our subfolders. Okay, and we'll do that in just a minute. We've also got our properties inspector down below and our application bar at the top here. Okay, welcome screen pops up by default as usual with all the options. You can open up recent items or new things. If you guys already have a site here, maybe a Halloween practice site or something like that, don't even worry about that, okay? Because we're going to change that, and you'll be okay. Don't worry there. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a new site. Remember the last time we went up here on our app toolbar, okay, and went new site. Another way you can do this here is in our files panel. There is the Manage Sites button there. Okay, you can use that as well to if you have a pre-existing site you want to work on it, you can find it right there. For now, let's just stick here at top and go to New Site. I'm going to name this Dreamweaver Review 1. Okay, for the site name, local site folder is the one we just created, and that's going to be on my desktop. So let me go ahead and find that. Dreamweaver Review 1, open. We don't want to define any of these folders. We just want to make sure Dreamweaver Review 1 is the folder that we select. Okay, and you can see that there. Let's go to Advanced Settings, specify our default images folder. Okay, and guys, this is an important part of the site setup process. It's going to make things so much easier once you get to working with files in your site. Okay, web URL, again, if we were going to publish this on the web, if you had your own .com name or something, you'd use that there. But we're not going to publish this, so we're not going to worry about that. Let's go ahead and hit save. And now, as you can see, in the files panel, we've got all of our different options here. Folders, the expand button. When you expand them, you'll see obviously there's nothing in those right now, but we're going to go ahead and change that. So the first thing I want to do, inside my root folder, okay, which is my main folder, I'm going to right click, choose new file, and again, your home page is always going to be named index.html. Okay, so I have that there. So I'm going to go ahead and double click, and the blank index.html page appears. Title, untitled document. Let's change that to Dreamweaver Review 1. Okay, we got that. Let's go ahead and modify some of the page properties using our HTML commands. So at the top of the screen, modify page properties, appearance HTML. Let's choose a background color. Remember, you probably want to go with something light. Okay, apply it. And let's say you want your links to appear a different color. Let's go ahead and choose that as well. I want my links to appear, let's say red. Okay, by default they appear as that blue color. Okay, so now with this command they're going to be appear red. We can also change the color of the links after they've been clicked on or visited already. Okay, for example, I want to make them appear this aqua tealish almost color once the links have been clicked on my page. Alright, so I'll hit apply here, hit OK, and we've done a little bit of modifying our page properties. Okay. A couple things, again, you can take a look at the code view, see what's happened here. Okay, body, background color, link color, visited link color, all that stuff's been done for you as far as your code is concerned. So again, Dreamweaver, and you'll hear that term WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get, makes it a lot easier to create cool web pages and websites. Okay, next thing we're going to take a look at doing is inserting a banner, and at this point we don't have a banner to insert, so what we're going to do is look at inserting an image placeholder. If you're designing a site and you don't have all your images done yet, you can go ahead and create placeholders where you can specify the size and come back to that later and insert those images once you're finished with them. So I'm going to insert an image object, and I'm going to insert an image placeholder. Okay, name, this will be my banner. The width of this is going to be 900, and this is in pixels, and the height is going to be 150. Okay, and you can change the color of your image placeholder to make it stick out. Let's use this red again. And remember your alternate text for accessibility, so we can also name that banner. Hit OK. Okay, so there's your image placeholder. That would be for our banner, okay, etc. That we'll be putting in later. Okay, so we do have our placeholder in there. Immediately after it, let's go ahead and insert a horizontal line or horizontal rule. Okay, and again, over here in our insert panel, we can do that right here. Okay, insert horizontal rule. There you go. It's ready to roll for us now. Okay, I'm going to hit the right arrow key and then enter to get my cursor below my horizontal rule. And we're going to go ahead and create some sample navigation again. Okay, for example, home, you always want to have that on your navigation so someone can navigate back to your home page. What else? And for this this divider line that I just inserted there, if you hold down the shift key and press the slash key that is just above the enter key on the right side of your keyboard, that's how you'll get that divider. Okay, page 1, haven't really specified what's going to go on that yet. Page 2, and again page 3. Okay, so that's going to be my navigation for this page. And as I said before, we're going to turn these into links, and they'll be red by default, and once they're clicked on, they'll change into that aqua or teal color. Okay, and again, if you want to change the style of these to like a heading, for example, if I want these to be not just regular paragraph text, but if I go down to my properties inspector, make sure you're on HTML and choose heading 2. Okay, you'll see that it's much larger and easier to read there. Alright, so let's go ahead and insert another horizontal rule to kind of divide this up into different sections. And then type at the bottom, this is the home page. Okay? Now, next thing we need to do before we save this page or go ahead and try linking pages together is to just go ahead and create the other pages that we're going to use. And we're just going to stick with simply page 1, page 2, and page 3. we're going to create these pages inside our pages folder. Okay, makes sense, right? So the only file that's going to be inside our root folder or your main folder is index.html. And as we create more sites down the road, you'll start to understand why we do that. Okay? But for now, let's go ahead and create these pages. So inside my or on my pages folder, I'm going to right click, choose new file, name it page 1. Okay, and I want to also create page 2 and page 3. So page folder again, new file, page 2, and then finally page 3. Alright, now let's go ahead and create our navigation here. First I'm going to highlight the home text, and down here in our properties inspector where it says link, I'm going to choose point to file. I'm going to left click and hold and just drag this out to my index.html file. Alright, as you can see the links now, index.html. It is highlighted in red up there as we specified. And let's go ahead and link the other pages. Okay, page 1. And what I'm going to do here is actually browse for this file. Clearly I see it right there and I could just point to it, but I want to make sure you guys see the different ways that you can link to a file. Okay, again, we're looking for page 1, which is inside our pages file. Hit OK. Alright, that one's good. Page 2. I'll point to this one. And page 3. Alright. So we're good to go there. So we can go ahead now and just save our index.html file, and all you have to do is a file save or Control S because we've already defined what we're going to name it, etc. there. Okay, and so now we're going to look at working on page 1, page 2, and page 3. Let's go ahead and copy this content. Control C to copy. I'm going to double click on page 1 and paste it. Okay, as you can see, most of the stuff transferred over. The only thing we're going to need to change is our links. Okay, we're going to have to relink these pages because as you see we're in a different folder now. Page 1 is not in the same folder as index, so it's going to throw off your links when you paste them like that. Alright, so pretty simple. I'm just going to browse for these files. Okay, home will be index. Page 1 is in my pages folder. Page 2 and page 3. Alright, and let's change the text below here. This is the page 1 file. Okay, we've got that up there. We'll save it. Let's do a little copy action again. Control C. Page 2. We'll paste that in there. Control V or edit paste. Alright, and since we're still in the same folder, your link should be good to go. Okay, no problems there. Let's just change this to page 2. And let's change the background color so when we test this out, it'll show that we're going to these different pages. So again, modify page properties, appearance HTML. Let's change this background color to yellow. Okay, save that, and then page 3 we can just do a paste again, change that to page 3, modify page properties, your appearance in HTML, change your background color, let's go with something light again. Alright, here we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and save that page. Again, much like Photoshop, these pages are arranged on tabs at the top of the screen. Okay, as you can see up there, and you can click through them. If a couple different options, if you click Live View, you'll see it how it will appear in a browser. Okay, but to go back to edit it, you need to deselect it. And again, if you want to look at your code, click the code view at any time. split to split the screens and see your design and code view. And then obviously back to design view. Okay, so we got this set up. Everything should be saved. So let's go and minimize Dreamweaver right now. Open up our Dreamweaver Review 1 folder. And let's make sure that these pages link together. Hopefully they do here. So I'm going to double click index. It'll open up in my browser here. Okay, home page is good. Page 1. Alright, remember page 1 had the white background. Page 2 was yellow. Page 3 was this purplish color. Alright, and you can see the file names up in your address bar. Okay, so again, that's just a basic review on creating pages, the site setup process, and linking pages together. Okay, if you guys need to review this, feel free to watch it again. We'll see you next tutorial.